Now, this is no easy task. In fact, it isn't easy to change any of our unhealthy thinking patterns. However, I think it is worth it to go through the struggle to change. Let me tell you why. Here's the first reason to change. What I think influences what I feel. For example, sometimes my husband would come home after drinking and he would say things that were really mean and nasty. And I'd get my feelings hurt. I'd be hurt and angry. But then I learned in Al-Anon that excessive drinking is a disease. And I realized that my husband's drinking was happening because he was a hurting man who was trying to anesthetize the pain in his own life. When I saw him as a hurting man, it helped me to transform my attitude. So when he would say something mean and nasty, instead of feeling hurt and angry, I was able to begin to feel compassion and understanding. Now that was a very gradual process. There were many times when I still felt hurt and angry. But if I made 2 steps forward and 1 step back, then I was gradually making progress. In that way, I was able to transform my attitude. Here's a second reason to change. What I think and feel influence what I say and do. When I thought my husband was mean and nasty, I felt hurt and angry. So I responded with sarcasm and bitterness. I would take a little piece of the truth and fling it in his face. But on the other hand, when I realized that he was a hurting man, I responded with compassion and understanding. Again, remember that this is a gradual process, but by being open to God's grace and the strength to do this, I was able to transform my attitude toward him so that I was able to consistently treat him with kindness and respect. Not that his behavior merited kindness and respect, but the very fact that he is a human being merits kindness and respect. Here's a third reason to change. What I think, feel, say, and do influence my health. I can give you many examples of physical distress that happened to me as a result of my emotional tension. For example, I would awaken in the morning with aching jaws. I had clenched my teeth during the night, sound asleep, didn't know I was doing it. And I would wake up in the morning and my jaws would ache. Also, after walking for a while, I'd realize that I'd been clenching my fists, and I would open them up and there would be fingernail prints across the palms of my hands. I had a chronic sore throat that lasted so long that I went to a doctor. After he examined me, he said that he could find no physical cause for my sore throat. And then he said, one of the causes of sore throats is anxiety. Well, as I walked out of the doctor's office, I said to myself that I didn't want anxiety to take over my body like that. I kind of willed my throat muscles to relax. It worked. I was surprised to realize that my sore throat was tied to my anxiety. Even today, if I start feeling a sore throat, the first thing I do is ask myself, what am I feeling anxious about? Then I deliberately deal with the source of my tension instead of ignoring it.